Hi, I'm Larissa Bohensky from the Pulse USA Morristown. Today we're here with Alex from Old School Training Basketball Gym. Today we're here with Monty from Old School Training Basketball Gym, learning some more about OST. Now, can you introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about your role here, and a little more about your basketball background?
Sure. My name is Alex Mahony. I'm a part owner of OST. I coordinate what goes on here at the gym. I still do a little bit of training, not as much, but I will run some sessions and some clinics and camps. And as far as basketball background, I played high school and college basketball. I coached high school basketball for 13 years and then stepped down once we started having a family and transferred over to training. And then we bought this place in 2021 and been running this ever since.
Awesome.
Yeah, my name's Monty Boykins. I'm a trainer here and partner. I really do like the day-to-day stuff at the gym where I'm training kids, running classes, making sure that everything's running smoothly. My basketball background is I played high school in Cincinnati, Ohio. My family moved here when I went to college, and I played at Lafayette College and the University of Pittsburgh. After that, I took a job playing overseas in Europe and then played in the NBA G League for a season with the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, awesome. So could you tell us a little bit how you got into training?
Yeah, I mean, I was, like I said, a coach for a while, a high school coach. I always found the skill development part of coaching to be my favorite part of it, and fell out of love with the day-to-day grind of being a high school coach. Mm-hmm. And so when I decided to step down, I didn't want to give up that, interaction with, the kids and working with them and trying to make them better. So when I did step down, it was right around COVID, and I was, meeting up with kids on at their driveways or at parks to work with them and train them. Mm-hmm. And just kind of made that a second job.
Oh, awesome. So who is OST for? Like, what age groups and skill levels do you work with?
Yeah, OST is for anyone who wants to work on their game and get better at basketball. So we work with kids as young as, probably 6 years old or the youngest, entering first grade, boys and girls. And we work with kids who all the way through high school, and then when they go to college and come back and want to continue training, we'll work with them as well. So
awesome. Pretty
much anyone who wants to get better at basketball.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Now, can you walk us through like a typical training session?
Sure. We typically start with, trainer to trainer. We kind of give them freedom to run the session the way they would see fit. But most training sessions would start with, some ball handling and some finishing, shooting around the rim. Work on shooting technique and form. We do a lot with footwork, pivoting and creating shots off the dribble, getting shots off the catch. So a lot of skill work that goes in with basketball.
Yeah.
And then if it's a private session, we try to implement some conditioning and some competitive shooting drills and things like that, so that they kind of compete against themselves. Mm-hmm. If it's a group session, then we obviously would then want them to play competitively against each other. In what we call short-sided games. Awesome.
Thank you. So what types of training do you guys offer, and can you walk us through each one? Sure.
We offer private training, like one-on-one with a trainer and one player. We do semi-private training, which is small groups of players who would show up together, friends or teammates. We also offer classes, nightly classes, and during the school year, on days off from school, we'll do clinics. And now that it's the summertime, we have, half-day camps as well.
Awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about your private and semi-private training sessions?
Yeah, so a regular private session is usually an hour long, one trainer and one player. Usually we start out with a little bit of warm-up, whether that's ball handling, form shooting, anything that's going to get the kid ready to go. After that, we'll move into what their specific skill that they want to train is on the day. So whether that's finishing, they may want to add some moves, footwork, anything that they want, we can kind of tailor the session towards them. For a semi-private, it's pretty much the same thing. You may have up to 6 kids in the session doing the same kind of drills to get warmed up. They'll start with some ball handling, do group finishing, group shooting, and then eventually they'll turn that into a competitive drill. So sometimes they're, first one to make 5 shots, Sometimes it's a timed drill where they're trying to complete the drill the fastest. And then by the end of it, they'll play a little bit, whether it's 2-on-2, 3-on-3, or 1-on-1.
Oh, awesome. So can you walk us through like what a typical group class looks like?
Yeah, so classes are grouped by age primarily, skill level also, but most classes will start with dribbling drills and finishing drills where the group works together. Most kids will have their own ball, so they're working on individual skill, and then we'll transition into team play and competitive play at the end. So a lot of our classes, we call them total skills, or the younger group. We have a youth class for really young players, kindergarten through second graders, and then we have what we call train and play classes for the older kids. But they're basically all primarily similar, where they get individual skill level skill work in the beginning of the class, and then we'll follow up with competitive and fun games and playing at the end of the class.
Awesome. So besides training, do you guys have different teams that you offer?
Yeah, we have an AAU program here called 32 Hoops. Our team name is the Phenoms. So if you're out playing on the circuit, you may see jerseys with the name Phenoms on it. We offer teams for grades 4th through high school, 11th grade, for both boys and girls.
Awesome. So how competitive are the leagues your teams play in?
Similar to our training, we find tournaments and leagues that are most appropriate for each team. So for example, some of our girls teams have went to regional tournaments with over 50 plus teams, all from different states, and won these tournaments. So some teams are super competitive and playing in those tournaments, while others may be playing a little bit more locally and don't have to travel as much. We really do a good job finding what level each team should be playing at and placing them appropriately.
Awesome. That's all for our interview with OST. Thank you so much for joining us, and stay tuned for more with the Pulse USA Morristown.